Ollie Robson to continue from the pavilion end. Outside edge, and that probably will work its way all the way to the boundary. It's a real quick outfield at Lords, and it does indeed. No real danger, maybe the slightest of the outside edges. But in a way, it was controlled into the area.
We've seen it time and again as this test has progressed. Not a lot of balls have carried. Sit down, soft hands. India need every run now. A little bit of pressure on them with the two form batsmen out.
Numbers game, the second innings. South Africa, England, New Zealand and Australia. There are the scorings. Virat Kohli averaging 35 with 300s. Pujara just 27 with the 100. Yeah, it's often something that teams going to the subcontinent look at because of the fact that usually the surfaces tend to start to turn a little bit more, and you think in the fourth innings it can be a little bit more difficult to get runs because the spinners come into the game. But in general, in South Africa, England, New Zealand and Australia, it's still pretty good for batting. So I'm surprised that some of those averages are maybe a little bit lower than they could be. There's the footholds that Moeen Ali and the spinners might try and use later. That's a good delivery, and if you notice, he was slightly closer into the off stump on that delivery, not coming from wide on the crease. Angus Fraser used to use the slope here at Lords to great effect. He played for Middlesex as well. He used to amble him down the hill, just nip it down the hill or straighten it off the seam, but that was a much better delivery. Cody says it looks like it went away, but I would feel that that last delivery was, the fact that Robinson was closer to the off stump, created a different angle. Slipped away and it's runs in the end. There was a bit of a ooh and a ah coming from the England camp. I don't know if it went quite close to the short leg, but it's another boundary. Kohli to 20.
Yeah, the intent's good from Virat. It is a very good pitch. Into this pressure on India, there are runs.